Hey everybody, I figured I'd post another quick video on doing an update manually over USB and how you receive updates. I think many of you know the screen. If you're not, it's either at kind of the update apps icon here that you can see at the bottom in my case, or what most people do is kind of go to settings, about, and you can see your version number there. You can see I'm running version v1.4.32. If you click the little arrow, you get to that screen. And so that's how you see what version you're running. Now, in my case, I hit the online update button that says I'm up to date. And that's because Eversolo rolls out the updates globally across different regions, maybe even by device at different times. And so, not everybody gets it at the same time. I think they do that in kind of small increments to make sure there are no problems and do that. So now for some of you, myself included, if you're impatient and you want to get the latest update, you might have seen in a forum, there's a way to do that, and I'll show you how I go about doing so. And so I'll show you that. Ignore the bottom piece here because I was actually doing that earlier. So in my case, I actually have Chrome installed. And so if you go to the apps, you see Chrome. Now, how do I get Chrome? I essentially use this kind of app manager or app store called Up to Down. And so that's how I installed the latest version of Chrome. So I'll go to Chrome. And it preloads a site that I think some of you might have seen called mcbluna.net. And if you're not familiar with that, they actually monitor and watch for all the latest version from Eversolo and then allow you to download the release. Now, you kind of have to pay attention to what version there is. They're even doing full firmware updates or incremental updates. As I mentioned, I'm running version 1.3.2 and I want to upgrade to 1.4.75. And then there's an official download link. And so what I do is I click the little download link. It pops up a download and it's downloading the file as you see here. So now I've done that. I kind of wait for the download to complete and that's done. So it's downloaded. In my case, it downloads to my downloads folder. So now when I go back to the update screen, so I'll just do it from this. You can see that. I say USB update, and it'll ask you, where is it? Since I downloaded through Chrome, it's kind of in storage and in my download folder, and there you see the file. And so as you can see, it's v1.3.2 updated to 7.5. And so I kind of do that. It's checking a variety of things, and it says it's copying, and now it copies it to kind of the internal storage that they use. And so you can see that right there. Now I'm ready for the update. And so I hit update. And there you go. And so what I've basically done is, rather than being patient and wait for it to be my turn to download it, I use the mcbluna website. I go there, I download the incremental version for the update, store it locally, either on the local storage or my SSD drive, and then I trigger the update that way. So hopefully that's helpful. I won't let you sit through the update, but for some of us that are willing to experiment a little bit and want to get the latest and greatest version as quick as possible, this is a way to do that. Again, do this at your own risk. If you just want to wait for the updates, you can certainly do that as well. And you just need to be patient. But if there's a fix or something specific you were waiting on and you want to see, this is a good way to do that. I've done this numerous times now. And have not run into any problems. I also store locally kind of previous versions that I know are working well in case I need to revert back or I have some kind of weird problem. So that's kind of how I manage the various releases and updates. So hopefully this was helpful. Enjoy the video and talk to you soon. If you can, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please do that. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. Happy listening.